Good Lord. I must have never put this thing on before. It's like, yeah. Oh my God.
Calling Holley Performance. We are currently experiencing high call volumes. Your call is important to us, and we appreciate your patience.
Hey, what can I do for you?
So, just got done installing the Terminator X Max on a 02 Trans Am, and I mean, everything seems to work fine. I just have a couple questions. There's a couple issues going on. So it has a 4L80E, and whenever I'm going into second gear cruising, it starts clunking in second gear, and then I go into third, and it stops clunking. I was just wondering if it could have something to do with the wiring, me having it wrong or backwards or something. I had a swap harness on there that I took off, and it wasn't going into gear at all. And then I took the swap harness off and it started going into gear. But I didn't know if I know you need an adapter harness for like the stock computer. I didn't know if you need one for this or if it's integrated into it already.
Yeah, this system has on a transmission harness, it's either for 60 or an 80.
Okay.
On that same harness.
Yeah.
Typically the things that are adjustable with that is just the shift points and how hard, how soft it is within reason.
Yeah. So it doesn't need an adapter harness in addition to the Holley harness. Okay.
The Terminator X Max kit for a 4L60 and a 4L80 are the same thing. They plug directly into the transmission.
Okay. All right, so it doesn't make a difference. All right. I'll just have to keep diagnosing this thing, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate your help, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
You have a good day.
Bye. Okay, so basically what the Holley tech said is that they said there is no need for any additional harnesses, so you should be able to just plug in and go with either one. So yeah, so we got some stuff to check. All right, so that's the second set. And we are, but you can see right here that we are right at, come on, just over 1 inch. That's what FTI and RPM transmission both say the distance has to be. So, all right, so this is in all the way now. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure this, we already checked this, but just to be safe, make sure there's no confusion. Yeah, okay, we're plenty good there. All right. Yeah, okay, so now let's go figure out where he put the bolts. One is really close. This one is nowhere near close. Okay, so this side has to go down then. Yeah, that should fall in. And then you are going to be a pain in the ass naturally. Yeah, okay. So you go there. And then you probably need to come down. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get a bottom one in there just to hold its place for a second. Probably not. No, not close enough yet. Yeah, that's much closer. Much closer. Ooh, you want to shake the whole damn car, don't you? Okay, so we can get that in. Enough to just hold it for a second. Okay, that'll keep it from falling out. Okay. They actually make one of these that's this like giant long, it's 1/2 inch on one side, 3/8 on the other side for this exact situation. Believe it or not, I do not have one. Now if this will go on this way. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, so now let's lift you out of my way. Oh, I'm gonna get all these out of the way now too. Of course. And you are VSS, so you go on the one in the back. Like that. Okay, that's it right there. So it is 11/64. Okay, let's get the next one. Okay. So, let's get a light here. This is always the first thing everybody always says. Oh, are the torque converter bolts hitting? No, torque converter bolts are not hitting. As you can see, there's plenty of space for the torque converter bolts. So that's not the problem as much as you would like it to be. There's 4. Right, huh, right, huh. All right, so first thing I want to do is I need to measure how far the drive shaft is actually going in. So before we even put the drive shaft loop on, I'll just stick this guy in there and measure this out. So let's put you down there for good. Okay, let's get you out of my face. Why? Oh my God, you're gonna be a pain in my ass, aren't you? We're gonna have to move the exhaust. Okay, so this is roughly, it's roughly an inch out, slightly over an inch out, which is the exact amount that it's supposed to be. Okay, so all this crap is set up except for that. So that means dot 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 dot.
It's copyright.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I don't even know if that's from
Mario.
Oh, is that it?
Yep.
Do 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 do.
I was gonna say you would know that. So, after all, you're Italian.
Yeah, that's what they say, but I'm not. They think I am. So yeah, exhaust is next then.
Yeah.
Ole.
Cool. Now you're Mexican.
Yeah, we're mixing it up today.
Italian is like white Mexican.
Why did he do this? He literally took every piece off. Like, you don't have to take any of this off. This can all go in one.
I was gonna say, wasn't that all they did?
He makes me.
Make a video telling him how you feel.
No, I shouldn't.
Feel a little too far?
I should not do that. Because it goes in here, like a so. And then it would go like that. Oh, maybe it does go that way. Okay, it might go down. Yeah. All right, that may be bueno. All right. Do you want to go there? You don't. You do not. So I was El Wrongo. Ooh, that's really wide. I don't think that's right either. Oh, that's definitely wrong. Fuck you, spider. No spiders. Okay, you go wherever you want, apparently. Booyaka. Is that a word? Come on. I know you want to. I know you want to. There you go. Is where it was making the noise before, so let's see. So Ben's suggestion was disconnect the 90-degree. So apparently Ben bought or met somebody today who was selling a boat to or something, and the person said they have a twin turbo something or other and it's LS swapped, and they have the Holley Terminator X, and they said that they put this Michigan Motorsports 90 connector and had problems with it. So Ben wants me to take it off. So I'm gonna take it off, see if that does anything. All right, so that's why I left all this stuff loose so that we can get to this. Now, let's pop you off and connect you directly and try it again. I really don't need that 90-degree either way because it fits without it. So, yeah. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Still on the locks. You can still see the transmission. Okay. But it's not as bad, which makes no sense, obviously. All right, so we learned a couple things in diagnosing this transmission problem. It turns out that it's not an internal transmission problem. It's actually a wiring issue. So, well, not really a wiring issue. I mean, so Ben bought this Michigan Motorsports wiring harness adapter, which you would usually use apparently on, it's made to use on with the stock ECU. And being as though he has, the Holley EFI, it doesn't work with the Holley EFI. So the reason that he got the adapter wasn't because it was an adapter and we didn't actually even know it was an adapter. The reason why he got it is because it's basically like a 90-degree pigtail. So it just makes it easier, because there's, you could see like in the last video as we're like, having to cut out and, finagle stuff to get the transmission to fit, there isn't a lot of room for a 480 in that tunnel. So we ended up barely having enough room for the plug that goes on the side, the main plug. And so he got this 90-degree so that there's, plenty of room. It's easy to take off. But yeah, it's something that, we wouldn't have thought. I mean, the noise obviously sounds mechanical. It sounds like the planetary is bouncing around in there. So we just assumed it was an internal transmission problem. So we sent it to RPM. They opened it up, put it on the dyno, said, look guys, we open this thing up, everything looks fine. You put it on the dyno, push it really hard, works fine. So I'm like, all right, what else could it be? It seemed pretty cut and dry. Yeah. So the other day, Ben was selling a boat to somebody and he got to talking to him, and the guy had a twin turbo something or other and has a bunch of race cars and has installed Holley EFI a bunch of times. And Ben was, telling him what the issue was that we were having. The guy said that he had the same exact problem. He saw the 90-degree plug and, figured to make it easier. So he installed the Michigan Motorsports wiring harness, and then days, weeks, whatever of diagnosing, finally figured out that that was the problem all along. So he said, swap it out. I'm telling you, it's the same issue. So Ben called me and said that he talked to this guy, and the guy, built cars, and he had the same issue. And I'm like, dude, there's no way, man. Like, this thing sounds like the planetary is bouncing around inside this thing. Like, this has to be a mechanical problem or a pressure problem. But I'm like, you know what, at this point, we'll try whatever, So took the harness off, plugged Holley EFI straight in, went away. So now, thank God, that part's over. We learned something. Now you've learned something too. Don't do that. It's only for the stock setup. You can't use it with Holley EFI. So now we just got to go through the finishing stuff. There's just like a few things that I want to go over on the car and just make sure, there's no leaks, everything's routed right, top stuff off, stuff like that. So we're going to get into that. So what do we got on this thing? Yeah, I put the nitrous lines in and didn't put the jets in, so I got to do that. Procharger, I can't remember if it's full of fluid or not, so I got to check that. Got to charge the AC. I left one of the lav mics underneath the car, so I got to get that off. And then alignment, wheels, and tires. So Ben's tires and wheels finally came in. One of the valve stems, for some reason, when they sent the wheels, they only sent 3 valve stems, so it got lost in transit. But yeah, these are his wheels. So the valve stem is supposed to be in today, and he's getting the other one today. So we should be able to put these on today and see what this thing looks like. All right, let me open this thing up, and hopefully there's enough room to check the procharger fluid. Yeah, okay, sort of. Yay, all right, well, where's my flashlight? Let me get a flashlight. These need to be plugged in. There we go, okay. Oh man, this needs to be, I need to mount this better too, this wiring harness. Screwdriver I have just for this on mine. That's interesting, I've never heard that before. Take the drain plug out and I heard a release of pressure. Yeah, this thing's full. But we'll double check it anyway, just to be 100%. Cool. Woo. Drop that. All right. Next. Oh my God, I'm blind. Install nitrous jets. Okay. Make sure the fluid's full. Okay, overflow's full. Perfect. Gas a little low. I probably need a funnel though. Fluids are topped off. Actually, I shouldn't have put that flashlight away. I just want to double check everything on top. Well, I should probably pull it outside and do that, I guess. Take it for a ride. We got 60 pounds of oil pressure. Engine is still not warmed up yet. Intake air temperature is 70 degrees. It's awesome. But yeah, so far so good, man. It's just cruising. There's a little bit of road noise. I mean, we still have to set the pinion angle. I got it close, but I didn't set it because we need to have it on a flat surface to do it. Or you're supposed to anyway. We'll do that when we do the alignment. Goes into boost quick. I'm not going above like 2 or 3. Just making sure we don't have any vacuum leaks. the learning part of the Holley EFI, you know, the Terminator X, is it's fine for starting it up and, you know, part throttle, you know, just breaking in the motor basically, but you don't want to kill it until you know, have actually dynoed it. Sounds good, numbers are good. We just need to get it back now and pick it up in the air and just check fluids and stuff, but I think we're good, man. Ready to take it to Jeff's.